Oh, man. It's crazy how live we are.
Dude, I'm so live.
This is so live right now. My God, it's so crazy what it is. The livest. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the pregame show. You guys know one of the best parts of the openings of the show is Eric always has a cold, dead stare straight ahead. I always look at everyone just to kind of see, and this is Eric.
Walked in.
It's called being deadpan, but just emphasis on dead.
A little dead inside. Presented as always by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app. Use promo code DNVR. Looks like I'm pointing at the sign. Use promo code DNVR whenever you sign up. That man with the hat is going to make us rich tonight.
I'm wearing a hat. Are you talking about me?
Not talking about your hat. Your hat just blends into the background.
No, that doesn't mean it's not a hat.
Well, I got the squad with me tonight on our. Hey, we got a Nuggets takeover. We got Orlando Magic. We got Gary Harris maybe playing, maybe going up against Jamal for the first time. Maybe he's going to duck him. We got old friend Bol. I'm not going to talk about him. But first, let me introduce the panel. Over here, dressing up for the takeover. Guys, bringing his A game. It's Brendan Vogt.
Yeah, wore a sweater today. Apparently, that's below. That's not good enough. That's not good enough for these people. I'm trying to watch.
We have people flying in from out of state. Out of the country, we have people flying in
I'm
to
gonna
come to
shake
this.
their hands so enthusiastically and
Really?
be so nice to them.
You couldn't get out of your pajamas, huh?
No, also, I'm trying to watch the Giants game right now, but the TVs are
Oh
frozen.
my God, we have so many people in this company that are foreigners. Like, drives me nuts. Over here, wearing a corduroy hat. It's D-Line.
That's right. Are we dressing up for takeovers? What's happening?
I don't expect.
Who are we?
I didn't chastise you because
That's
I
the
didn't.
bar
I
you
expect.
set.
Yeah, you set a bar. I'm just saying. Usually he'll put on the Magnum PI outfit.
Sure.
He'll bring the glasses. He'll try to be Tom Cruise. Today,
I see.
So it looks like he got dressed 30 seconds ago.
So true.
Well, I mean,
man.
he's wearing a very
That is
standard
what
outfit.
happened.
All the same. What's up, guys? Ready for this takeover tonight?
Eric's energy when we're live like this, so much different than when
man.
we're live for real. And then over there, I'll tell you somebody who knows how to dress
Yeah, this
up.
guy dresses up.
Somebody who knows how to meet the moment. Superstar Dev.
You know, I was like, you know what? I have a feeling that Vogt's not going to dress like Vogt. Guess what I'll do? I'll dress like Vogt. Then I throw in a little bit of kale. Oh, we're feeling good.
Oh, that is a little
feeling
kale
good,
touch
baby.
on top.
Super producer Kale behind the ones and twos. He is known to wear a hat, maybe a watch, a timepiece from time to time. All right, Nuggets Magic. A little bit later in the show, because this one is fake live, we get to show video clips. So we're going to have the list. I put together some clips. I rewatched the last. Did you guys rewatch the last game?
No.
I loved it, man. I loved this last game. Win, did you rewatch it? Win said that. I kind of knew Win would have. That game was so fun. An enjoyable rewatch. So many good highlights. But I put together a couple things that I found were interesting. We're also going to talk about Gary and Jamal possibly going head-to-head against each other for the first time ever.
Possibly.
Possibly not.
It's questionable.
And then we'll do some bets. But give us the updates here.
Okay, your live absolute latest possible injury report that could have come to you, which is at 4:30 p.m. East Coast time. The Denver Nuggets. Jamal Murray's probable with that left ankle. Vlatko Čančar probable as well. Colin, Jeff, and Peyton are out. Jokic not on the injury report. So
Man, he must have really gotten over whatever it was he was dealing
he
with.
got over it really quickly.
That's a testament to modern medicine, wouldn't you say?
It is such a testament to modern medicine. It is funny, man, because we know he actually did have the wrist thing and they were icing it. But is it possible that was all a ploy? It was New Year's.
Define ploy.
They were like, hey, let's put some ice on in training camp, but then go out there and shoot the best true shooting percentage of a player to ever score 20 a game.
I mean, they gave them in the time off. Like, he deserves it. He earned it. He should have it. Like, he wasn't injured, but he probably is sore in some ways. And
Okay.
yeah, don't travel with the team.
All
And
right,
frankly,
all right.
they didn't need it.
But fellas,
I do think it's smart to have that so that you could use it at any time
So
without
true.
getting punished. As
That's all I'm
ordinary.
saying.
Yeah, yeah.
smart.
That's all I'm saying. It's
That's
like
smart.
whenever you're at work and like you want to take a 3-day weekend and you start coughing on
Oh, yeah,
Thursday.
yeah.
So when you call in on Friday, it's like, well, he was
All you
coughing.
gotta do is
I
have
remember
a
he was
kid when
coughing.
you work in education. They can't ask any questions. I'm thinking about having a kid that I just found out about like yesterday.
I was thinking about this because every time anybody in the office is sick, Eric makes fun of them and is like, I never get sick. And then I was thinking about this. You don't have kids in the house.
Okay.
In fact, you don't even have strangers, in the house. It's a
That's
very,
why.
very low exposure life you live. You live with kids. They go around 30 other little kids. They all like eat each other's boogers, and then they come home and cough on you.
Next time you see me, anybody that's not
Bring
Adam,
your kid.
notice that I'm around other people shaking their hands.
Yeah, but
giving
it's
them
different
hugs.
when it's kids.
Is
It is different because I'm telling you, spend 30 seconds with a 6-year-old and you'll be like, yeah, they're not doing
dirty.
that. They're
Well,
very dirty.
Listen, I get it. I'm just saying, like,
Where'd you find that apple? In the trash. Like,
That-
what are you doing?
that can be true. It can also be true that I have a superior immune system and you're a pussy.
That's true.
All
things
these
are
points
true.
could be true. All right, what other notes we got?
All right, what about the opponents, fellas? Let's check in with some old friends. RJ Hampton, he is not with the team right now. He is out. Gary
What do you
Harris,
mean not with the team? He's with the G League, right? Didn't they send him down to the G League? Or do we not
As
know?
opposed to a G League assignment, it is listed as not with the team. So for whatever it's worth, there's that.
Man,
It is unbelievable. That trade is unbelievable.
I liked RJ Hampton, man.
Gary,
I know as a player. I just liked his personality.
Gave him up in a heartbeat.
I mean, of
Ain't
course.
thought about him since.
what about Gary Harris? Will we see him? Will he play? It's questionable. Right 5th digit, mallet finger. Write that down, Aaron.
What's mallet finger?
Listen.
What is your 5th digit? Will you Google this?
You're fit. So like apparently,
If you were to rank your
apparently
fingers.
don't count them sequentially.
Okay.
That-
Yeah, of course.
that would either
That's
be
not
the
your thumb or your pinky.
So I got to think it's this finger. That's
The
only
ring finger, you would
oh,
call
you're
it.
right. Pointer.
No, pointer, so it's got to be middle.
Middle is middle the mallet.
It's got to be your
I'm
middle
looking it up right
finger.
now.
Hold on a second, though. If you were to rank your fingers, Dev, in order of best to worst,
My pointer is going to be like number 1 for me.
the wrong
Pointer.
answer. It's your thumb.
It's your thumb.
It's your thumb. Without
That's
a
what
thumb, you're
separates
like,
us
Oh,
from
I
the
couldn't
animals.
play Call of Duty without a thumb. It's by far my thumb. I couldn't text
All right.
message.
Thumb
Oh,
is the
it's
top
for
finger.
sure.
Thumb
Then
is the
it's
top
my-
finger.
Then it's my pointer.
All right, those
For
two
sure.
are big.
Then one day maybe I'll get married, so I'm gonna go with that.
Okay.
And then Pinky got to come last.
All right, so it's your pinky. What is the mallet? Did you figure it out?
No, I
Did
looked
Magic make this
up,
up?
I looked up 5th digit. It very definitively said pinky finger.
Yeah, this is an all-timer on the injury report here. Then Jonathan Isaac is with the G League on an assignment.
Apparently, it's your pointer finger.
Your pointer finger is your 5th
Well,
finger?
one time I was using a mallet and I broke my pointer finger, so maybe that's why they call it that.
If you don't have a pointer finger, does the middle finger become your pointer finger?
I've got these tiny hands.
Why are there so many terms for everything?
I know.
I don't know.
What are we
But
doing?
The baseball finger.
Gary
It's
Harris,
just I was called the baseball finger.
Gary Harris questionable,
Baseball finger.
RJ Hampton
Out of my
out,
mind.
Jonathan Isaac out. And then about the opponents, fellas, about these Orlando Magic, they're in 13th in the East. They're not great, and they're 6-15 on the road, 4-6 in their last 10. As you pointed out off camera, Adam, they've gone 1-1 here for a bit. A win, a loss, a win and loss. They lost their last game. Are they due? Well, one thing that's important to remember is that the Nuggets are a lot better than them. So hopefully not. But you never know. You never know. Maybe we're at the mercy of the Magic's rhythm of their season.
The Magic they are 25th in offensive rating and 23rd in defensive rating, so they're both not good on either end, at least statistically. Actually, I should say 24th. But that being said, they do have some guys, man. Like Wendell Carter, I am not a big fan of Wendell Carter. I'm one of he's like my type of guy. The reason I don't like him is he's too little. Like if your centers are too small, this is why I like Bam Adebayo. People would think I'd love him. I just think he's too little.
He is.
But the thing is Jokic usually murders the too little guys. Wendell Carter's kind of like done really well against him, and it really bothers me.
Yeah, I think it's like he's like athletic enough to like stick with them and make things difficult, but he's also super strong. He's aggressive on the boards, and I think that he just does not know much. He's just trying to like prove himself every single time out. But yeah, I do think that it's that athleticism that like kind of separates him from everyone else.
I mean, my thoughts about this are pretty defined. I've been looking at this further. Mallet finger is actually the injury. It's not the finger. The injury, it's to this knuckle, and it causes your finger to go like that. I don't know which, the 5th digit.
Oh, he has mallet finger.
has mallet
He
finger
has
on his-
mallet. It's like drop foot. He has mallet
He has
finger.
mallet finger on his 5th digit. Well, I assume it's the pinky.
What does that mean? It's like droopy?
No, it's like that.
You're right. I'll bet you it is his pinky. You're right. Mallet finger. He has mallet finger on his pinky. I can't believe we solved this. Hey,
Yeah.
good work, Doc.
Hey, listen, I don't know what's been said
You're
since
bringing
I
a lot.
started.
Franz Wagner is one of my favorite players. Paolo Banchero is actually a stud as well. So this team, they do have some guys that can punish you. And then, of course, Bol. Fellas, is Bol going off tonight?
No.
I mean, he might, but it could be like, here's the thing about Bol going off. It'll include him stepping out of bounds twice, some questionable defense, and getting pulled in the fourth quarter.
You guys make fun. We'll find out.
No, but look, Bull's really talented, and he's going to get chances to dribble and shoot. So his box score could look nice.
I hope he gets the opportunity.
He's going off tonight, you
showcase
guys.
himself, because everyone's going to say like, we should have kept him around.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, that's going to be so great for like all the people that believes that he had like a fit on this team and he should have been playing, and it'll go back on Malone.
Oh my God.
So I do hope that he has a couple of good
future.
plays where you're like, forget that he was not good at all. With
Why do you hope that?
Because
It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
My man has chosen chaos.
Is he gonna like if he matches up against Zeke Naji? He's just gonna be like schooling Zeke Naji.
Bull is like the official. He's like the basketball star, tailor made for TikTok. He makes like 3 like impressive looking moves throughout a game. And
shot
you're
at
like,
TikTok,
oh
I
my
feel.
God, this is unbelievable. And then you watch the whole game, or at least his like whole tenure. You're like, oh right, yep. There's some mental
that's
parts
what it
there
is.
that maybe need to be included.
All right, let's move on to the list because we got to keep it moving. Guys, I rewatched, as I mentioned, this game the other day. Had fun doing it, man. Really had fun doing it. Michael Porter, man. It's weird to say you're proud of a guy. You know what I mean? Isn't that weird?
In this context,
It's
absolutely
really weird. But if I were to say I was proud of a guy, I would say I'm proud of Michael Porter the way he's played.
I would pay any amount of money to be to watch you tell Michael Porter
Tap him on the
Jr.
shoulder.
you were proud of him.
Listen,
and
man,
watch his reaction.
I'm proud of you. Like, man, woo, that would not go well. So it sounds weird to say because it is weird to say, but nonetheless, it feels true. It feels true. Taking the ball to the rack, you can just tell it's been a point of emphasis for him. I got 2 clips here, and they're like I could have put 8 together because it wasn't just the scoring ones. It was just the like mind frame of, am I open to shoot? If not, go to the rim. Let's check these 2 out.
It can really help their team. Former top 5 pick out of Arizona 9 years ago. Here's DeAndre Jordan, former Clipper, back here at Crypto.com.
Tight cross. Like he kept that one really, really close.
DeAndre Jordan.
And then look at this. No hang time on it, but
wild.
still just like a quick go, a quick go. So again, Michael Driver Jr.
Mike, dude,
Full send.
In real time, and even again watching that, the only like he let go, and then I was just watching him on the ground, like, please get up.
Yeah, it was in slow motion. But really, the best part about that is the defense knows who Michael Porter Jr. is. They know that they need to close out, try to stop the three ball. So you're gonna like over close out, or you're gonna play him off of the shot. He's now deciding to like turn the corner and make a decision. Also, that handle, like being able to just come off of the dribble and just create. I think that's like a way more improved part of his game that's going to just make it a lot easier for him. So it was great to see him get to the rim and finish as of late.
At his peak, man, he has these moves that don't always look like, oh, man, that was going to work. But he gets around guys, and, like, he burned Marcus Morris on that crossover. He got all completely around him.
A big part of it, too, is I think optically it's funny because he is huge.
Yeah.
Like, he's a really tall guy, and I think sometimes we almost forget to credit how big he is, so it looks weird.
The defense, guys, still a work in progress, and I want to show one play in particular that there's just a lot of these still from Michael Porter, and it's one reason where it's like, hey, this is why having 40, 50 games in a row is going to be so big, because he's making fewer of them, but they're still there. Take a look at this one.
These are the plays Porter still struggles with defensively. So he's this one. The low man. Here, we're going to see this little exchange. Murray's effectively switching here. He's the low man, but as the cut through, now Aaron Gordon is playing the low man. Either way, they need to communicate this, but it looks like everybody is now assuming that Porter is splitting the difference on the weak side between these guys, and Aaron Gordon is the low man in help. He's not really guarding anybody. Guy cuts through, and he doesn't realize that that's actually his assignment. If we watch it again, Aaron Gordon's the low man. His job now to pop out so he can close out on the first kick out or cutter, and instead he doesn't even see him, and that's how you get wide open dunks. Again, wide open dunks off of blown coverages are the ones that really, really hurt you.
I always say the plays that give up wide open dunks, they just hurt you so much as an individual, but also as a team, because you make teams work and they shoot a little better, but they shoot this, that. But you give them 2 or 3 of those every 100 possessions. Those are just automatic points. Nobody ever misses those. So they're so damning when they happen. But here's the thing. For all of his weaknesses, his length still makes a huge difference. Here's the next one.
Interesting Porter sequence here. He gets caught on the screen, which is where he's worst at, is just fighting around screens, but his length makes up for it and gets the block.
It's crazy that he blocked that shot.
It is.
Like when you're watching that one, you're like, he's killed, he's murdered, he got burned.
Oh, we were mad. I remember being like,
Said it live.
He just covers the gap or closes the gap just so insanely long. So Michael Porter, good and bad, but mostly good stuff from him on this last one.
Michael Improver Jr.
Michael Improver Jr., man. One of the things I love about going back in the tape, seeing plays or little details that you missed the first time around, and it's even more impressive. Murray has this floater in this game yesterday where he hangs in the air for a second. Michael Jordan-esque, hangs till the guy jumps by and then shoots it. 10 out of 10 difficulty. He makes it look so easy. Take a look.
The degree of difficulty on this shot is insane. Let's slow this down. He doesn't just shoot the floater. He hangs in the air for the defender to go by and then shoots the floater. Great.
You know how hard that is? He does because he palms it so well that he does the extension and then flicks the wrist. Like he holds it. It's insane, man.
He also doesn't hit like shoot it off the glass, which would just make it a lot easier. That was actually good defense. How they defended that, but it was just such a perfect shot, and he just looks comfortable doing it. That now the next time they're going to try to overplay, he gets to go by him. So yeah, he's a tough finisher.
You know, he's not a De'Aaron Fox, right, in terms of blowing by guys, and he's definitely not Ja or Derrick Rose in terms of jumping, but he's always been sneaky, crafty, and canny around the rim. The little flicks of the wrist, the myriad angles he's willing to finish from, and will flourish, and it's fun to watch.
Dude.
He also had one that was left-handed. He ran, jump right, left-hand floater off the, and it was just like he has so many like crazy finishes.
That's the thing we're watching. We're watching him like slowly integrating folding new wrinkles back into his game that we were seeing before, but have like evaporated and have to like slowly be brought. Like it's the confidence that comes back, then it's the athleticism, then it's the being in shape, then it's the power, and it's like, and now it's the once you get to the point where you're no longer thinking about your body and you're just like playing in your head, then you get like the caginess, then you get like the trickery, then you get like all of these other things. So
he's crazy, man.
LFG, baby.
And then the last one, KCP as this like tertiary playmaker. He's just at games like last night where Yoke's out, everybody moves up one spot in the playmaking. You just see it from him. He's like a really good playmaker on basic actions. Here's a really great drop off. Watch him fool everybody.
Plays like this from KCP are so, if he can do this all the time, man, Denver's offense goes to another rhythm. He gets screen, rescreen. Looks like he's going into a jumper. Drops it off for the layup. This is an incredible pass.
It looks like he's shooting a jumper, man.
Oh, that was another moment of like, I was irate and then delighted, all within the span of half a second.
I just love it, man. This team is really good, and every time I go back on rewatch, I'm always like, oh yeah, there's more this team has to offer. They're still climbing, and it's a cool thing to see. Gary is back in town. We think he's going to play tonight at the time of recording this. Gary is, the first Mr. Nugget, a beloved Nugget. But the thing is, Gary and Jamal were the first like backcourt duo. That was like a real duo, And like whatever, things change. This is a part of life, and move on. I love KCP. That's a new duo that you got going with Jamal. But going up against each other, I'm intrigued. Dev, I'm intrigued. If anybody knows Jamal, it's Gary.
Yeah, and we already know that he's like an elite perimeter defender that gets up for that competition. It's against his former team, who he spent a long time with. Like, he's going to make things difficult if he's there. Also, there's the familiarity of just like having to go against this guy and practice and spend a lot of time with him. I know that, if there is somebody that we talk about in that like misses the team misses him back, it's Gary. Like, really, he is Mr. Nugget. He was there when it all started, like starting from the bottom, and now we're here. I think that's going to be a fun matchup. I truly do hope that he's able to play in it, because I just think that that's fun. And hopefully he can knock down even a couple of shots. Not have a great game, but just knock down a couple of shots.
Calm down, dude.
Here's the thing, though. As much as that is true, that Gary knows Jamal as well as anyone is going to make it hard, I always think back to when Bones first arrived on the scene and was starting to talk and all this different stuff. I remember Jamal Murray on one leg challenged him to a free throw contest in which, what did he say? He'd shoot left-handed or something.
Yeah, he beat him left-handed.
Beat him left-handed. Murray loves a challenge.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like if they do go up against each other tonight, Gary's going to know him as well as anyone, and yet Murray's going to take this seriously and like attack him.
You know, lately, I think Jamal's been playing so well, but there have been some of those games where you're like, I'm curious where his head's at here in this first quarter, second quarter, just in terms of aggression. I don't know if that's going to be a problem tonight. I would think, as you said, some of those dynamics are probably already in play in his head. And it is true, you know, Gary would probably know all of Jamal's tendencies and how to fluster him, but then Jamal is also this bizarro player in the first place, in that the easy stuff sometimes looks a little harder, but then he makes the hard stuff look so easy. And so I think he's just as fine hitting some difficult shots over good defense. I think this stuff gets him going.
All right, let's get to the betting portion here, Dev. First, want to tell you guys that for Wild Card Weekend, if you place any NFL bet of your choice, any bet, they're doing this every single day. You have to opt in.
Giants live money line.
You'll get a free bet back up to $10. So you bet 10.
I hope this is hilarious by the time people are watching this.
I really, yeah, you're right. Actually, you forget that this is not live. Just play to place a bet. So here's the thing: you bet $10, and if you opted in, you bet $10, and if you lose, you get $10 back. That's called a free bet, right?
Yes.
That's a free bet. So do that right now. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See show notes for details. All right, Dev, take us away.
Denver comes into this game as a 10.5 point favorite.
It's a big favorite. That's a really big favorite.
Oh, Doctor, man. They barely covered that 14-point spread the last game.
Yeah. Well, maybe they're going to for sure cover it this time. I'm going to go with the 10.5. Every single time that there's a takeover, guess what they do?
They show out.
They deliver. They show out. They have highlight after highlight. They want to give the people a show.
I'm not taking
and
10
we're going to be there. 10.5. You better take it. You better take it.
10.5.
As far as the over-under, they think that this is going to be a fast-paced game. I also agree with them. I do think this is going to be a fast-paced game. I also think that there will be a ton of scoring early in the game. So we're going to take that 234. We're going to take the over on that. I like it. I really do like it. This is Aaron Gordon's former team.
Oh, we didn't even talk about it.
There's going to be a lot of Aaron Gordon here that I truly like in this game. They have his points at 15.5. I'm not going to go with the points, but I do like his points, rebounds, and assists. I like it a lot. It's only at 24.5. That's one that I like. I do think that he's also going to get his rebounds. I like this. I like this lock-worthiness.
This is a lock?
It's not my lock, but I do think it's worth
It's
a lock.
a lock.
It's a lock.
But not, just to be clear, not Dev's lock. So if it doesn't hit, somebody else's lock is
Somebody else's lock missed. But when it hits, Dev had it too. So I think that's going to happen. I like the over there.
Great.
You know who else I think is going to score a bunch? Jamal Murray. 18.5. I'm going to take the over on this. I do think that he's going to get himself going.
It does feel low.
I almost forgot. There's another team. There is another team. We're going to have to take some overs over here.
Talk
the
to me,
one that I
Bobo.
truly do like,
Talk to me, Bobo.
Franz Wagner. I liked it. Is it Vons? Vons Wagner. Wagner?
Franz.
Oh, what
Franz
just happened? That
Wagner.
was-
Franz
This
Wagner.
is how confident he is, you guys.
Wait, was it Wong's Frogner?
I said it first, but whatever. Over on his points, 19.5. I do think that he's going to score. He has a tendency to get hot, and this is a game that I think that he'll get hot. I also like Wendell Carter Jr.'s rebounds in this game. You could do a combo of his points plus rebounds. I do think that he hits it. Back onto Denver's side.
Thank you.
I think that Jokic is going to have a lot of assists in this game. I think that this is one of those games where he's like, I'm back,
agree.
but I'm also going to just like set the table. I think this is a table-setting game. His assist is
Man,
at
I think you're
9.5.
right.
I think
That's
he's going to
pretty
hit
high.
a triple-double.
Oh,
So, if he hits the
you
triple
swerved
double-
on me.
If he hits the triple-double, it has to be
Where do I
over
bet on
9
it?
assists.
Where do I go for that one again?
For the triple-double?
Player combos? Is it player combos? Where's it at? Yeah, player combos. All right. Plus 175.
Plus 175. They know
I
he's going to
like
hit
this
it.
one,
They know
man.
he's going to hit it.
I like this one.
That's what I like in this game.
What was your lock?
He said it's not his lock.
Yeah, okay. But
It's
a
simply
lock.
a lock.
All right.
You know what?
Aaron
That's the
Gordon.
lock we're going to go with.
Aaron
That is the
Gordon
lock.
rebounds.
Triple double's a lock?
Triple double's a lock. Let's go, baby. Let's
He's
go,
feeling
baby.
himself, man.
Bro,
What's yours?
No, let's build a single game parlay.
I don't believe the starters are going to play this full game.
So we're going Bones threes.
Yeah, like I'm looking in that direction.
I think it's a Bones night.
This to me feels like, well, first off, Jamal Murray's definitely back, and I think the one thing I love in a game like this is like, let's bet on the Nuggets coming out on fire, man. Let's take that first quarter.
Okay.
Let's take them to win the first quarter.
Okay.
Let's take Bones Highland threes, and let's take what else do I love?
Michael Porter threes. I like Michael Porter. I know he's been off, but you come home.
No. I mean, he shot 8 3-pointers last time.
I know, but I'm telling you, come home,
that's what I'm
baby.
saying. Like,
oh yeah, he'll. He's not going to take them.
Yeah, the volume will be there. So I like that too.
Do we get a steal tonight against a team that turns it over? I think we get a Jokic steal.
Oh, Cookie Monster?
I think Cookie Monster is going to get a steal tonight.
I think you're right.
They are getting smart on this. One steal is minus 450, but it's always one. It is always
sweeter
one.
than the cookie from
Do we
Cookie
get
Monster.
quarter bets when you do this? I don't see a quarter bet for the single game parlay. I'm not sure if you get
I don't know if you can parlay. I know you can do it.
Yeah, I don't think I can do
quarters.
it.
Oh, well,
you go over to quarters.
Then,
game props, Nuggets total
their line
points.
for the first quarter is -4. Are they going to get that?
I just want to. Can you just money line it?
Money line, yeah, it'll be 240, but
That's fine. I'm taking it. They're going to win the first quarter.
All right, I got a plus 165 single game parlay. It's not the craziest parlay, but whatever, I'll take it. All right, that does it for us, guys. We're going to go hop on the party bus. We're going to go party with the friends. You're going to want to stay tuned. We might be a little bit later than usual, say 10 minutes after the game. Usually we try to go right away. 10, 15 minutes. We might be just a little bit late today. Stick with us. We'll be around, and I'm hopeful, very hopeful, we'll have a special guest in studio for segment 3 of
Superstar
it.
Dev? Harrison Wind?
Harrison
No,
Wind?
segment
Oh my
3.
God.
That's when Dev leaves.
That's when Dev leaves. That's right.
right,
No, he ain't leaving tonight.
in the past. They don't let
Hit that like
happen
button on the way
anymore.
out. Go Nugs.
New year, new me.
Safety.